stop making excuses, and when you put students first, and when you fight for progress, here's what happens. African American males become the driving force of an improving high school graduation rate. Overall dropouts get cut by more than half since 2007. Elementary and middle school test scores continue to rise. Zone schools improve, and failing schools are closed. Dozens of new charter schools and transformational schools come online with 4 more on the way. And most importantly, families in Baltimore have more choices to meet the needs of their kids. And for the first time in decades, enrollment in our public school system has increased 2 years in a row. To continue this progress, I ordered a budget overhaul for services that support the mission of our school system. While city government does not directly control the schools, nothing should prevent us from doing a better job aligning city services to support our school system's mission of improving student achievement. This year, for the first time since the city schools became an independent agency, we worked collaboratively with schools to align city services in the budget with shared goals for our students, including increasing proficiency in reading, reducing dropouts, and increasing student attendance, because students can't learn if they're not in the classroom. The budget realignment for Better Schools maintains funding of our city's obligation to public schools. And despite an $80 million budget deficit this year, we will maintain every single school-based health center because we know that health is critical to keeping students in school. We will keep the doors of every neighborhood library open to promote reading and lifelong learning. We will maintain our investment in Teach for America, which has doubled since last year, in order to get the best teachers. We will fund an experience corps to keep sending volunteers into the classroom Then, without warning, the suspect produced an illegal loaded gun and shot Officer Stroman in the chest. Officer Stroman showed remarkable bravery by directly confronting this armed suspect. Today, I would also like to recognize Lieutenant Scott Mizan. Am I saying it right? Yes? You sure it's not Mizan? I'm going to say Mizan. Thank you very much of our SWAT team who responded quickly and administered first aid and drove Officer Stroman to shock trauma. Please stand. He was sentenced to 12 years, but 6 were suspended. On November 10th, he got out of jail, and just 17 days later, on Thanksgiving weekend, he went downtown with another illegal loaded gun and shot Officer Stroman in the chest. This is not justice. This should never be allowed to happen. This is it. This is the story about why Maryland legislators must act now to create tougher penalties for illegal gun possession. Mark my words and remember that. We will not back down until the legislature joins us in this fight against criminals and their illegal guns. In no uncertain terms, this fight is a matter of life and death. My administration is sponsoring 2 state bills aimed at cracking down on gun offenders who, under current laws, are serving very little jail time. Our message is simple. We will not tolerate illegal guns. Under these bills, if you are carrying an illegal loaded gun, you will not receive a slap on the wrist. You will go to prison. Under current law, even though 44% of homicide suspects have prior gun arrests, the average misdemeanor gun offender is back out on the street after spending over 4 months in jail. Enough is enough. I am urging everyone, business leaders, community leaders, and everyday citizens who care about the future of Baltimore to join me in Annapolis for this cause. We can stop the revolving door of justice, continue to reduce gun violence in Maryland, and keep our police officers safe while they patrol our neighborhoods. We will continue this fight in Annapolis, and we will continue to make investments in public safety our top priority. While cities like Newark and Camden endure gut-wrenching layoffs in public safety personnel, this coming fiscal year, we will again maintain every single police officer position in the budget. We will continue to implement our aggressive plan to hire hundreds of new police officers in 2011. We will continue to use technology as a force multiplier by working with federal, state, and community partners to expand our crime camera network. We will use our public safety resources strategically to target violent criminals and continue to reduce crime. in the country of rape cases deemed unfounded. Commissioner Bielfeld and I refused to respond to this painful revelation by pointing fingers or blaming previous administrations. Instead, we took responsibility and took action. And today, we are joined by 3 of our partners in this effort. Deborah Holbrook from Mercy Hospital Safe Nurse Program, Rosalind Branson, the Executive Director of Turnaround Inc.,